We're not trying this. Take that down. You guys don't know how to do that. You guys don't know how to do that. You guys don't know how to do it.
Faster, come in and faster. Serve me people faster. Here. I need the bullhorn.
Proud of you, Laura.
Hello, everybody. My name is Laura Loomered. I'm a conservative investigative journalist, and today I'm here at Twitter in New York City to talk to you about social media censorship and the double standard that exists here at Twitter. Jack Dorsey at Twitter banned my account permanently on November 21st. I am a conservative Jewish journalist, and I was reporting facts. I was reporting facts about an Islamic congresswoman, facts about Sharia law, and now I am banned as a journalist permanently from Twitter. There's a double standard here, and everybody needs to be aware of this. As you can see on this side, that's Louis Farrakhan. That's a tweet posted by Louis Farrakhan. And on this side, that's the tweet that I was permanently banned for. Let's take a look. Louis Farrakhan's tweet was, "I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite." My tweet was, "Isn't it ironic how the Twitter moment used to celebrate women, LGBTQ, and minorities is a picture of Ilhan Omar? Ilhan is pro-Sharia. Ilhan is pro-female genital mutilation. Under Sharia, homosexuals are oppressed and killed. Women are abused and forced to wear the hijab. Ilhan is anti-Jewish." As a Jewish woman, I stand before you today wearing the Jewish star that the Nazis made the Jews wear during the Holocaust. What Jack Dorsey is doing with his egregious double standard by allowing for verified, hateful liberals and leftists and jihadis to spew their hate and violence on social media while banning a Jewish conservative journalist like myself and millions of conservatives all across the country, he's trying to stifle speech in this country and ruin what makes this country the greatest country on the planet. And that's our First Amendment right, our right to free speech. It is egregious that nearly 70 years since the time of the Holocaust, we are now starting to normalize to think that even after the Holocaust, a Jewish journalist is banned from posting facts about individuals who preach hatred towards Jewish people, who call for the killing of Jews and Christians, but they allow for jihadis and radicals and people like Louis Farrakhan to post, "I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite." Well, what do you do when you have a termite infestation? You call the exterminator. He's obviously invoking Hitler, right? He's obviously invoking Hitler, calling for the extermination of Jews. He's calling for the extermination of Jews. Yet for Jack Dorsey, Louis Farrakhan's tweet in which he said, "I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite," that was not a violation of their terms of service. So here I am physically handcuffed to the door of Twitter. I am physically handcuffed to the door of Twitter because Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg and many of these other multi-billionaire CEOs of these left-leaning big tech corporations, they want to silence me. They want to shut me down. And I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving anytime soon. I'm not going away anytime soon. You are not going to silence me. This is not just about me, though. This is about the millions of conservatives who are censored and silenced on social media every single day. I'm going to read to you a couple tweets that Jack Dorsey has allowed to stay on Twitter. Would anybody like a copy? I have here thousands of examples of tweets that are still on Twitter today, from verified liberals, verified Muslims, verified anybody who isn't conservative, right? Spewing hatred, saying things like, I'll admit it, I hate white people. Fuck white people. Goddamn white people are the worst. Kill all white people. I'm not anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite. I mean, this is all still on Twitter. All of these tweets right here are still on Twitter. Jack Dorsey won't remove those. According to Twitter, it's okay if you want to preach hate against the Jews. It's okay if you want to preach hate against white people. It's okay, according to Jack Dorsey, if you want to preach hate against conservatives, right? You don't get banned for that. That's not a violation of the terms of service. But if you're a Jewish conservative journalist like myself exposing these people, these leftists, or if you are just a conservative in general, you'll be silenced, you'll be shut down. You'll be silenced, you'll be shut down. And I'm here today, and you can see the back of my sweater, to tell Jack Dorsey to stop the bias. Stop the bias of conservatives, Jack Dorsey. Stop the bias of conservatives on your platform. Stop the bias. All around the world, Jack Dorsey, millions of conservatives have been shut down and censored. Our brothers and sisters in the United Kingdom have to fear for arrest. They have to fear that they're going to have their doors knocked down in the middle of the night if they post wrongthink. If they criticize Islam or Sharia, they fear, just like Tommy Robinson did, when he simply wanted to raise awareness about Muslim rape gangs, which was well documented in the courts, and then the police knocked his door down, they arrested him, and they sent him to jail. They sent him to jail where he was starved, he was tortured, and he was abused by Muslim gang members. They intentionally put Tommy Robinson in a prison cell next to the people who he was trying to expose on social media. And he had to endure all of this punishment and torture, human rights violations, because our social media companies, Twitter, Facebook, Apple, Google, Instagram, they are essentially upholding Sharia. Silicon Valley is essentially upholding Sharia when they decide to ban me for posting facts about Islam, when they decide to ban me for posting facts about Sharia law or criticizing an anti-Jewish Muslim congresswoman. This is America. We have a United States Constitution, and Sharia law is completely incompatible with our United States Constitution. And here I am, physically handcuffed. You know, if Jack Dorsey wants to come outside, I want to know, I would love to know, Jack, why it's okay for people to say things like they want to assassinate President Trump. I want to shoot Trump in the head. Fuck white people. All white people are racist. God, can someone just shoot Trump already? I mean, why is this allowed on Twitter, Jack Dorsey? I want to know how that is hate, how that's not hate speech, but my tweet up there, isn't it ironic how the Twitter moments used to celebrate women, LGBTQ, and minorities is a picture of Ilhan Omar. And I had a sign here that I wanted to show you guys, but Twitter confiscated it. So already, here in America, you know, I have a right to protest. I have a right to peacefully protest here. And I can't even protest because even on the outside, Jack Dorsey is sending his goons to confiscate my sign. I want to know why Jew hatred is okay at Twitter, where Louis Farrakhan can essentially call for the extermination of Jews, just like Hitler did. But then a Jewish journalist is shut down simply for reporting the truth. I want to know. I want to know. And he won't give me back my sign. There you can see my sign right there. There you can see it. So for all of you watching, you know, you need to be aware of this egregious double standard here. going to leave. You know, I'm here today to stand in solidarity with the millions of conservatives all across the world who have been silenced and censored by these big tech corporations, by people like Jack Dorsey and people like Mark Zuckerberg, simply because they're conservative, right? Silicon Valley is trying to regulate speech. They're trying to destroy our First Amendment right. And I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave. You know, Jack Dorsey kicked me off Twitter, but here I am, literally locked to Twitter now. So what are they going to do about it?
Hi, Laura. I'm Danielle, and I just wanted to ask you a few questions. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that you will stay trained to Twitter? Do you think they will arrest you? What do you think is going to happen
Well, the
this?
police are showing up right now, so I don't know. Maybe I will get arrested, but I'm willing to go to jail, just like Tommy Robinson went to jail. You know, I'm willing to go to jail to fight for my country, to fight for the rights of the millions of conservatives all around the world who are being censored and controlled and manipulated by people here in this building, by people like Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg, who think that they can silence people like me, silence people like you, silence anybody simply because they don't agree with what we have to say.
Do
right?
you think that you are the most radical person on Twitter who, you know...
No, look at my tweet and compare that. Louis Farrakhan posted, I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite, and then he wasn't kicked off Twitter, but then here's my tweet. Isn't it ironic how the Twitter moment used to celebrate women, LGBTQ minorities?
Excuse me. Hi.
Hi, officer. How?
Hi. Are you protesting?
Yeah, Twitter.
Let me stop you 1 second.
Yeah.
So you're being recorded just like you guys are recording me?
Yes.
You cannot block the door. You could stand
Well, they can come
from
out.
that part. You must move from the door.
Well,
It's not a request.
I'm handcuffed.
You have keys. I suggest you take them off.
You can try taking them off. I don't know if they're going to come off.
Tape the key thing or whatever. What happened is you come take them off. On yourself. You understand? You're
Yeah.
going to end up getting arrested if you don't remove it.
You guys can film. Just step
Step
back.
back.
I'm not going to remove the handcuffs until, until Jack Dorsey reinstates
It's not
me
gonna
on
go. It's
Twitter.
thing. You gotta put like you gotta call an issue or something.
That's great.
Well, tell me why you're here while we sitting here, man.
Well, Jack Dorsey permanently banned me on Twitter, and as you can see, I'm just a Jewish journalist, and he banned me simply because I was exposing Jew hatred and anti-Semitism and speaking out.
Stop.
I was speaking out. It's okay. You know?
All right, you're still
Do you
speaking
guys-
out now, and
do you
you're
guys
still doing your
think, do you guys
message.
think it's okay for terrorist organizations
You know what?
like
Twitter
Hamas
isn't
and
the
the
only
Muslim
thing for
Brotherhood?
media. Like the other day, what was the guy who had a problem with the president's press
was
credentials?
all owned by the
It's
same.
a better
I was
way for you to
banned.
do that thing.
We're all
owned by the same
It's okay.
And you're still getting your message out there now, right?
I don't want it off.
Excuse me, sir. Just move back just a little bit. You can still film. That's not a problem. No problem. Just a little bit. Thank you.
Then they just call the issue.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's like something you could do with a paper clip. We just have the issue.
Sit back.
I'm not taking these handcuffs off. I want to know why Jack Dorsey permanently banned me on Twitter for hate speech, but he won't ban Louis Farrakhan. I want to know, Jack Dorsey, why? How is it that calling out Jew hatred, homophobia, and women's abuses under Sharia law is hate speech, but Louis Farrakhan, the leader of Nation of Islam, is allowed to tweet, I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite. Is that your policy at Twitter, Jack Dorsey? Do you have a policy that it's okay to call Jews termites, but that Jewish journalists like myself are not allowed to report the truth? I had 265,000 followers, and now I have been silenced in a targeted attack of political warfare. This is an act of political warfare on behalf of these big tech social media companies. They are silencing conservatives like myself. And on September 5th, 2018, I confronted Jack Dorsey during the congressional hearing on social media. And I called him out for his censorship and shadow banning of conservatives. And I warned President Trump, please help us before it is too late. Because the Democrats want to steal the election, they want to sway the election, and they're going to accomplish that by getting people like Jack Dorsey of Twitter and Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook to silence us on social media. Every single week, prominent conservative influencers like myself are being shut down on social media. Every single week. First they came for Chuck Johnson. Then they came for Milo Yiannopoulos. Then they came for Roger Stone. They banned me on Twitter, and now you're trying to actually steal my tweets in real life. Wow, that's incredible. You shut me down on Twitter, and now Twitter is still trying to steal my tweets and censor my speech in real life. That's my sign too. Does somebody want to pick up that sign and show everybody what it says?
I have her permission.
That's my property, sir. This is a human rights issue. And it's egregious that the NYPD is standing here trying to protect a Jew hater, Louis Farrakhan, you know? And you're not going to listen to this. You know, this is an abomination that here in America, here in New York City, where, you know, we had the World Trade Center attack. Muslims killed 3,000 people here on 9/11. On October 31st of last year, a terrorist used his car, he was a driver for Uber, and he killed 8 people. And I don't understand it. I thought people in America learned their lesson about the implications Sharia law has on 9/11 here in this city. But now Twitter, they want to help enforce Sharia in Silicon Valley by silencing Jews like myself, silencing Jewish conservatives like myself, while they protect vile Jew haters like Louis Farrakhan. How come that is not hate speech? How come that is allowed on Twitter? I want to know why that is allowed on Twitter, but my tweet, and you can show them, how come that tweet got me banned? I want to know. I want to know why in the year 2018 here in America, the land of the free, where we supposedly have free speech, why a Jewish journalist is not allowed to be on Facebook or Twitter simply because they report the truth about Sharia law. I want to know. I want to know why Silicon Valley is giving a pass to groups like Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood, CARE, designated Islamic terrorist organizations who all have Twitter and Facebook pages. How come terrorists are allowed to be on social media, but a Jewish journalist isn't? I want to know.
How come oppressive Jews constantly kill Palestinians daily? How come?
Who sent you here, Jack Dorsey?
No, I'm Palestinian. My mother and father were deported under the Patriot Act simply because they were Palestinian. You know, you're one-sided.
Why do you think that as a Muslim you deserve to have more free speech rights than I do? Why?
I'm a human being.
Why? Why as a Palestinian? How come on Facebook and Twitter, Hamas, which is a designated... You're a Palestinian. Are you here? Will you say that Hamas is a terrorist organization?
No, I won't.
No, you won't, because you support Hamas. Just like Ilhan Omar supports Hamas and refused to disavow Hamas when I asked her. So this is the problem here. We have people like this individual who's in front of me right now who are just like these representatives, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, who have refused to condemn Islamic terrorism. You have people like Linda Sarsour and Louis Farrakhan who advocate for jihad and the death of Jews. The death of Jews, and they call for Sharia, and they are allowed to use social media. But I am not. There is something seriously wrong with that. There is something seriously wrong in this country. In this country, when terrorist organizations and jihadis and people who are sympathetic towards terrorists are allowed to have free speech, but a Jewish journalist isn't. Is Twitter anti-Semitic? Does Twitter hate Jewish people? I want to know. Did you know?
That's intelligent.
Are you aware that
to a door and speak on a
the Saudi billionaire Prince
not allowing anybody else to
Al-Walid bin Talal
You know,
has
there's a lot of
more
victims. Who's
Twitter
speaking for the
stock
dead
than
people?
Jack Dorsey?
You know,
He doubled his take
can't
of
tell.
Twitter stock in 2015.
my brother was killed.
So that's
I'm
right.
not speaking for him.
A Wahhabist Muslim man, a Saudi billionaire, owns more Twitter stock than Jack Dorsey. That is why I have been banned. I have been banned because Silicon Valley agents like Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg are bowing to these Saudi billionaires. They're bowing to this Arab money. And what they're doing is they're now enforcing Sharia blasphemy laws.
Have you read the Sharia law?
Yes, I read Sharia law, and I know Quran chapter 5 verse 51. It says, "Oh, don't have the Jews and the Christians as your friends." It says to kill them. I am very well versed. Yes, it does. This Muslim man, this Palestinian man, is trying to tell me that Quran chapter 5 verse 51 does not tell Muslims to hang out or be friends or befriend Jews and Christians. Can somebody please Google that so that we can read you? Because that is Sharia law, and that is is sending when he bans Jewish journalists like myself doesn't allow for jihadis like Linda Sarsour, Ilhan Omar, Louis Farrakhan, and others to be on Twitter.
Farrakhan is he's not a Muslim.
I brought thousands of examples with me of verified hate. You can go on Twitter today and type in #verified hate, and you can see for yourself. You can see for yourself thousands of examples of tweets, assassination threats towards President Donald Trump, threats to kill white people, threats to kill Jewish people, terrorist threats. All of this is allowed on Twitter.
Yeah, because you have freedom of speech.
But a Jewish journalist, I don't have freedom of speech.
I'm not.
How come these people get freedom of speech but I don't?
How come you don't? Why don't you?
Don't let him distract you.
You say she's one-sided.
5,000 people.
She allows somebody to sit.
10,000 people are on Twitter cheering you on, so don't let him distract you.
I am here today. This isn't just about me. This isn't just about me. Jack Dorsey banned me, and yes, a lot of people know who I am because I had 265,000 followers, but this isn't just about me. This is about the millions of people around the world, millions of conservatives who are being censored by social media companies every single day. This is about the millions of hardworking Americans who have been banned from Twitter, banned from Facebook permanently without any reason other than simply because they are conservative, simply because they are a Trump supporter, simply because they decided to call out Sharia law or expose Islam or talk about jihadis in our government. That should not be a bannable offense. I want to know why the terrorists and the jihadis and the Jew haters are allowed to spew their actual hate on Twitter.
Are you with us?
Oh, I'm not.
All right. Who's not with us?
I am just one of few. They banned me.
This guy?
They banned
He's
Alex
with you, who else is
Jones.
with you?
They banned Chuck Johnson. They banned Milo
just you two?
Yiannopoulos. They banned Roger Stone.
Folks.
They banned Gavin McInnes. And they banned Tommy Robinson. And you're next. They're going to come for you next. And if we allow this to keep happening, if our members of Congress don't do something, if they don't pass some type of legislation before it is too late, there's not going to be anybody left to speak out for conservatives. There's not going to be anybody left to stick up for the Jews. There's not going to be anybody left to call out Sharia and jihad, because we will have allowed for these social media corporations to take control of the digital public square so that they can enforce Sharia and ban conservative wrongthink from the internet.
Jack is going under investigation.
And Jack Dorsey, who I of course confronted during the congressional hearing when I called him out for being a liar. And you know why? Jack Dorsey is a liar, because when our members of Congress asked Jack Dorsey if he censored conservatives, he said no. Mark Zuckerberg said no. Sheryl Sandberg said no, they don't do that. But you know, all you gotta do is go watch the Project Veritas videos. All you gotta go do is watch James O'Keefe's investigation that he caught them on camera literally targeting conservatives, admitting that they're gonna shadow ban and censor conservatives. They were even caught on camera talking about how they targeted me because of my views on Sharia. I was unverified over a year ago because of my views on Islam, my views on Sharia, and calling out jihadis who killed 8 people here in New York City. It's out of control. It is out of control. But Jack Dorsey committed perjury when he lied to those members of Congress, and they let him get away with it. And it is time to put a stop to this. We need to stop the bias. We need to stop the bias because we are not Russian bots, right? We are not hateful individuals. We are not Nazis. We are not racists. We are not bigots. We are just conservatives. And this is America, and we have a First Amendment right.
Who else has been banned?
I never would have thought that as a Jewish conservative woman in this country, as the granddaughter of a Jewish man who was arrested by Nazis in Germany, I never thought that there would come a day where I would be permanently silenced on the internet by Twitter and Facebook simply for exposing Jew hatred, for exposing Sharia. I never thought this day would come. I never thought levels of Jew hatred that we would see even after 9/11 and the horrors of the Holocaust. People giving into this, giving into Sharia, right? Allowing for jihadis and leftists who call for the assassination of our president. That is a crime. It is a crime in America to call for terrorism. It is a crime in America to call for the assassination of the president. But every single day, Democrats get away with it.
Not against the building. I guess they've been on the barrier.
Here, start. Look at these. Look at the papers. See it for yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Share my message, you know? This is political warfare. Look at these tweets. Look at all these tweets. All of this verified hate that is allowed on Twitter. But if you're a Jewish conservative journalist like myself and you dare speak out about Jew hatred or the Islamification of this country, you will be banned. This is Twitter, you guys, where Jew hatred is okay. But if you're a nosy Jew, you're banned. I am not going to stand by and allow for people like Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg to continue silencing millions of conservative voices. It is unacceptable. This is America. This is not the Middle East. We should be upholding our First Amendment right and not allowing for the enforcement of Sharia blasphemy laws.
There's a lot more people here. Tell them the story again. A lot more people.
So Laura, what do you think was most incendiary about your tweet that got you banned?
I don't know. My tweet obviously is just a fact. I mean, I can read it right here. It says, it's on the back. You see it? They took my sign away.
It's here.
Can you bring me my tweet, please? This is the tweet that I was banned for. You tell me, officer, does this look like hate speech to you? Does that look like hate speech?
Now you just get your message out. I just need to. I'm here for.
I know, but I would like you to know, as an officer, is this hate speech?
That's what I'm here for.
You know, were you here on 9/11? Did you respond on 9/11? Did you see the horrors of Sharia and jihad? Did you see that? Were you here on 9/11?
You're not going to get any other answers from me. I just need you to get the cover.
Right. I find it unbelievable that in this day and age, in this city, here in New York City, Twitter and Facebook and Google and all of these big tech companies that line this sidewalk, you walk down the street, you'll find Google. All the big tech buildings are here. They are enforcing Sharia on Silicon Valley. And every day, people are wondering, why do I get shut down on social media? Why am I getting banned for posting facts about Islam? Why am I getting banned when liberals are allowed to call for the assassination of President Trump? It's just insanity.